Welcome everybody, it is I, Hidden Flame, for the 4th attempt at this. Like I said, this is the 4th attempt at this game.
Please insert your saved character.
Now, I played it Abandonware. I played it DOSBox. I played it Steam version. This is the good old games version. GOG.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Okay, so the first time I did it was an Abandonware version.
Desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped on them. And 13 small copper coins. Each stamped 1 kopeck.
The second time I did a Good Old Games version through DOSBox. Then I can't remember what the 3rd version was, but I did a bunch of patches. But this is the Good Old Games through Galaxy, their launcher.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock which you take, and some coins. 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
And so I tested it out, and it doesn't crash at the normal spots. So here's hoping, because this is a fun game.
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins.
Okay, spark these.
You strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. The torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic. You strike. You take.
Let's speed things up a little. Turn the volume down a little. I don't know how loud I can have it.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south. Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate. There must be a thief now.
Things are slowed down, which is nice. And I hope all the patches are there. Just because there's like 3 of them, depending on the version you do.
You just barely made it across the pit.
Let's get out of here, Mr. Narrator. Oh yeah, the game is fully voiced, so I don't have to say much.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Woo!
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Okay. Let's go.
The path is dripping.
Oops, I shouldn't have done that, but okay. And just a test.
You grab
a handful of rocks.
You grab a handful of rocks. You grab
That's what, 50 of them? 17. Picked up 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Huh. If this works, everything is moving fluidly, which is nice. Maybe I should have did all these through Galaxy beforehand. Okay. Save. What?
You missed the rock pile.
Nice.
You missed.
I will learn to throw.
You missed.
Okay. Rest.
After some rest, you feel better. You missed. You missed the rock pile. You missed.
How many more rocks do I have? 11? Okay, I guess so. Guess I will rest. One more time.
You don't have an.
Ooh, getting hungry. Come on.
You missed. You asked. You missed. You missed. You missed. You missed the. You missed.
Uh-oh. No! Shit. Maybe I did it too much. Please don't tell me it broke.
You missed.
Okay. Let's just get out of here. I do not have the skill to do it. Can I just throw rocks? Up my skills and throwing. Is that even doing anything? 203. Okay. It is doing stuff. Cool. I'll have to figure out how to up my throwing skills. It's not like there's a range or anything, is there? Let's find out. While we were heading to town. Maybe I could go a little faster.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten. You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack. You pick some flowers and put them away. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Introduce yourself.
The Burgomeister. You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies. Are you just sightseeing or casing my place? Never have I heard such wild stories before. I am supposed to believe that a prince of Shapir stands before me? You do not look like anything other than a teller of tales to me.
If you say so, buddy. I need this.
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Thank you.
stay out of trouble and other people's business, and you and I will get along with one another. Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
Okay.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Well, gotta be nice.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see. You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Okay, I need a specific number of items. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rations, garlic clove, 2 things of candy, pie pan, oil flask because I'm a thief, the hand broom, the shopping bag. Okay.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you? Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your beck.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment. You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words. Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Yeah, there's a mess up there.
Rumors? You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of. The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
I love those guys. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, we gotta go this way.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. It doesn't... The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Me, Igor.
Hi, Igor. Got some graveyard humor?
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Again. Oh. His rumors.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Igor not hear many things.
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Grab my rope.
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack. Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
Cool. Did that give me points? Gave me 2.
The wall...
Take.
After some...
Okay.
This desk... You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Pyotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Pyotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Pyotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Pyotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Pyotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Left, up, down, right. Okay, there it is.
You climb down the ladder into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit. Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruiting poster on the back wall. It gives you fond memories of your home guild.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I can do this without my walkthrough.
This is a drainage grate. Strange that there should be two of them almost next to each other. On close examination, you find some scratches that might be thief marks behind the side drain. You examine the metal grate on the floor. It might be a drainage grate, but it's strange that there should... Rummaging around under the floor drain, you find a round knob with a point on one side, which you pick up. Thieves have had to clean up after themselves since a few unfortunate accidents with maintenance personnel.
Okay. Like this, go over here.
You slip the guild membership card between the doors and unlatch the lock. Your guild card. Don't leave home without it.
Okay.
Now that you've replaced the safe knob, the Filch safe looks ripe for the cracking. You know, kind of like a walnut. To open the safe, you will need to spell out the combination with alternating right and left turns.
F L F I L C H.
You quickly rifle the opened safe. Unfortunately, it looks as though legions of Thieves Guild initiates have been here before you, as all the money is gone. You do find 5 throwing daggers placed here for, well, safekeeping. The only other usable thing in the safe is a single lockpick, half buried in dust in one corner. You grab the lockpick and the daggers. Ah, that did it. The lock springs open with a satisfying snick. Maybe you should have tried disarming the trap on the desk first. You set off a poison trap.
Damn it.
Inside the desk you find a complete and hardly used Mark II Thieves Toolkit. It has all the latest facilities for opening the toughest locks, cracking safes, and disarming mechanical traps. There is one lockpick missing from the set, so you add yours to it. You also find a fancy match set of 3 throwing daggers, which you add to your collection. Finally, you find some sort of diary or logbook in the desk. The title of the book reads, Memoirs of a Master Manipulator. Modest, eh? You take it out and set it on the desk, but it's a little heavy to carry around with you. You leaf through the chief thief's logbook. An interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid on the castle. The guild members would use a secret passage to avoid notice. You wonder which secret passage that might be. A later entry in different handwriting indicates how far the guild had declined recently. It seems to be just a bunch of doodling and some nonsense words. It says, Bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run. Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle raid. One of the final entries says, Fred and Frank caught out at night without hooks. Fred is dead and Frank sank. I'm the last. An ambitious thief will try to prosper by hook and by crook. The log closes with some incoherent ramblings about passing the deadly tentacled beast, then the horror, shadows of darkness enfold me, madness and mockery in the dark one's chamber. Sounds as though the author was in a chemically modified state.
Okay,
There are a number of fascinating books about thief techniques on the bookshelves. Of special interest is the one on disarming traps. It says that with a new Mark II thieves' toolkits and a bit of skill in picking locks, you can locate and disarm almost any mechanical trap. In the section on surviving magical traps, the book suggests taking up religion. There is also a book on thief marks that tells you all about this secret language of thieves. You learn a number of new symbols and combinations. There are a number of there is
okay. Behind these.
you
Okay, disarm.
You set up the thieves' toolkit and try to disarm any traps that may be on the safe.
Red. Red. There we go.
You have successfully disarmed the safe. Using the Mark II toolkit, you quickly manage to get the safe open. Inside you find 6 crowns, a throwing dagger, and a potion labeled Poison Cure. They seem a fitting reward for your efforts, so you take them.
Oh.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
Nice. Open this one.
You found a hidden safe. You set up the thieves.
Blue. 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 Blue, blue. There we go.
You have success. You crack the safe using the Mark II toolkit. You take the healing potion, throwing dagger, and 5 crowns someone was foolish enough to leave inside. You depress the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism. To operate it, push each of the tiles until all 9 tiles have been set to the correct pattern to open the door.
Bad boys yell. Good girls giggle. Rich girls run.
So, you found my secret passageway. You must excuse me, I'm not quite myself anymore. Oh, don't worry, I won't hurt you. It is good to talk to someone again. It has been so very long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point. Interesting. You have had a good deal of experience. If you study up on trap disarming and thief signs, you will have almost every skill you need to become a master thief. Perhaps even a chief thief like myself. Pleased to meet you. It's so good to have someone of my own kind to talk to again. You are a very brave and honorable man to offer such a thing. Are you certain you are in the right profession? Do you want to be a thief or some kind of a hero? The two roles are usually mutually exclusive, you know. Do you like it? I'm afraid it is not very becoming. And to think I once despised cockroaches. I made a terrible mistake and broke into the monastery one night. It had been abandoned for years, and I thought maybe something had been left behind there. I discovered a secret passage to the basement. That place gave me the creeps. I felt like something was watching me all the time. When I got to the basement, I discovered a small statue I could easily take. When I tried to pick it up, I felt very, very dizzy. When I awoke from my faint, I looked like this. You can imagine my horror. It will be too dangerous for you to help me. If I, a master thief and chief of a major guild, dare not go back to the monastery, you would be wise not to even think of such a thing.
Okay, I know how to fix him, so... What time of day is it? Let's do some workout.
Your legs are too... After... Your legs are too... After some rest, you feel better. Your legs are... After...
There is really no time limit
Your legs are...
on this game, which is nice.
After some rest, you feel...
The only time limits there are when you
Your
actually...
legs are...
when you have certain missions to do.
After... Your legs are too...
Really?
There's only a certain amount...
It's probably nighttime now. No? Not yet. Cool. Okay, next up, we're going in here.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
I'll be fine, Igor.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly. You strike a mighty hammer blow at the glass case. It just... You deftly pick the cabinet's simple lock and take the healing potion you find inside. of the hexapod happily gorges itself in the garden. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now. There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Okay. Bag. Grab it.
You pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk to find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual should be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual should be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual? Tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's blood. Bottoms up. Got a headache. Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has fallen from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Okay.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react. Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
Welcome to the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll have to catch it yourself, or at least you'll know how to feed it. Okay, I think there's a joke in here somewhere. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes. No.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Trap starts working. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing. This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
Ugh. I never did like this maze. Shoot. Dang it.
Congratulations. You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
Okay. No, here, here, here. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Put that back. Trying to remember how to do this. here. There we go.
Great! You've managed to find Dr. Cranium's keyhole and open the door. You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
Hi.
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
You explain to Dr. Cranium that magic is really a lot like science and even deals with the same elements.
Poppycock!
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued.
Crazy man.
My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen. I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it. If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science. Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Okay, so you need the manual to do this. Yes, you actually need a game manual because this has it all here, or you could look it up online. So I have it online. So air, pizza, fire, air, pizza.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions. Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Okay, Elcon. That one is pizza, earth, pizza, air, and air.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
You ask... You ask...
Should be enough. How many do I have? 4? Okay. Whatever.
You say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out. Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
Okay. What time do we got? Let us
After...
rest a bit.
After...
Save. Bring it all the way down to 2. Because we're going up here.
You carefully open...
Time to do some thievery. Okay, I need this.
You carefully... You search around in the wardrobe, but the only thing loose and portable is a garlic clove that has come loose from the garlic braid you see in here.
I take it.
Such a terrible lack of trust around here. The old man has not only locked his chest, but seems to have used a good enough lock that it's beyond your abilities. Or maybe you just need more practice. The chest is locked.
Come on. Come on. Oops.
You hear a distinct creak. The place hasn't been very well maintained. You find a small bottle of healing potion, which you take. You also find a large book, too bulky to take with you. It's a diary. The author was working in Castle Borgov when the Boyar was still around, and mentions a secret passage in the Boyar's crypt. Interesting. You pick up the ugly mug and carefully place it on the floor. That didn't... You see... Pawing around on the odds and ends, you pick up a dagger, 1 crown, and 11 kopecks as the only things worth taking. Greasing squeaks is always a prudent idea, but that isn't the place. There's nothing that you can oil there. The stone carvings of the dark building seem to writhe in the moonlight. You get the feeling that they are hungry and waiting for something or someone.
Okay, so give him
Wonderful, wonderful. I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much.
You are most welcome.
You have such nice manners. Are you certain you want to hang around tough, brutal scum of the earth who will try to beat you up at the slightest excuse? Or is that your idea of a good time?
Well,
you did very well indeed. I can tell that you will someday be a chief thief yourself. All right. I know I was getting careless. I am going to make certain no one ever touches that statue again. At least not by accident.
Give him the bird?
So you managed to get the blackbird from the monastery. Very nicely done. Such a shame that it's a fake. Still, it could be useful. Very useful. However, you never know just what it can be used for.
I never did find the one in Spielberg. Okay, so we are done here.
That didn't do anything.
Now let's head back to the inn and sleep. If they're still open.
You hear movement on the other side
Nice.
of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door. The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here. Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Moldavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with locally grown paprika and garlic. You unlock the door to your room and go in. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I won't have any more issues with this game and we can go straight through. So for now, thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.